Hey there. I am going to be helping you guys complete today's assignment. It's called Give Me a Reason, and we're going to be using our social studies book, Diplomacy Makes a Difference, to fill in some details that support each of the main ideas in the book. So let's begin by opening up the assignment. It's called Give Me a Reason. It looks like this. You can find it in the Google Classroom. And in another tab, you'll also want to open up the book, Diplomacy Makes a Difference. Looks like this. Now, for virtual students, if you've not read this story yet, I'd like you to go back and read the whole thing beginning to end at some point. But for today's lesson, I'm just going to be helping you guys skim through and locate the important details that the author gives for each of her main ideas. So, our first question. Let me zoom in. If you've forgotten how to do that, click this little magnifying glass, click the screen, and then once you're close enough, you can switch back to a regular mouse arrow or a cursor. So write the reason for each main point. The first main point says that laws help people to be good citizens, and we can find more information about that on pages 8 and 9. So I'm going to switch tabs, go over to pages 8 and 9. There it is. Okay, so we want to find some reasons to support or explain why laws help people to be good citizens. So let's skim through this section on passing laws. Countries have rules. These rules are called laws. They tell people how to be good citizens. Laws tell us what is legal and not legal. People who are caught breaking the law might get in trouble. They may have to face consequences. In the United States, Congress makes and passes laws. There are 535 members of Congress. Groups that make laws come in all sizes. In some countries, fewer than 20 people make the laws. So we can look at the captions. These leaders work to pass laws, and the US Congress meets to hear a speech. So we're just going to come up with some reasons on why laws help people to be good citizens. So let's talk about that. It says laws tell us what's legal and not legal. They remind people that they'll get in trouble if they don't follow the law. So let's take this detail here about the laws that tell us what's legal and not legal, and people might get in trouble if they break the law. Let's use that to explain how it helps people to be good citizens. So you'll switch over to your other tab, click in the blue box, and then start typing. So I'm going to type this in, and then you'll probably want to pause this video so you can do the same thing on your assignment. Laws help people to be good citizens. Here's some reasons for that. Laws tell us what is legal. Laws remind people they will get in trouble if they don't follow them. All right, I'm just going to resize my box a little bit so that it still fits in this space. Reread it to make sure everything is correct. And you can pause and do the same thing on yours. Click play when you're ready to move on. Question 2, or our second main point, I guess, says that groups help countries solve problems. And we can find more information about that on pages 14 and 15. So let's go back to our other tab, skip on ahead to pages 14 and 15, and see if we can find some reasons that groups help countries solve problems, or some details about that. So let's read this section, How Nations Solve Problems. What happens when there are problems between students at school? For example, if a friend is bullied, you want to help, but you don't know what to do. You might bring up the problem during a class meeting. Other students might give good ideas to stop the bullying. Just like the students, countries sometimes have problems. When countries have issues, their leaders may need to help solve them. So these are students that hold a class meeting to help fix their problems. There are global groups that can help. They listen to all sides. They try to be fair. These global groups also work to make sure that people have clean water, food, and good health care. They help keep peace and protect people around the world. So let's find some reasons about why groups or how groups help countries to solve problems. What do they do that helps people solve problems? Well, they listen to all sides and they try to be fair. So those are some ways that the global groups can help people solve problems. So when you're ready, we'll click this other tab and we'll type our reasons in the assignment. So the main idea, groups help countries solve problems. Let's give some reasons. They listen to both sides and try to be fair. So we're just giving some more details, a little bit more information about this main point that the author made. I'm just going to resize my box. You can pause and type it in your own, and then click play when you're ready to move on to number 3. Our third main idea says that there are many groups that help the world, and we can find some information about that on pages 18 and 19. So let's skip on ahead and see if we can find any details about the many groups that help the world. Oops, too far. Here we go. More groups around the globe. Let's listen to her read it this time.
More groups around the globe. There are many groups that help the whole world. Some of them are part of the UN. One of those groups helps children. It is called UNICEF. It raises money to help kids learn and stay healthy. It has helped many children around the world. A diplomat from Kenya works to help children. The World Health Organization, WHO, is also part of the UN. It is a group that works on health issues all over the world. Some countries do not have medicine. The WHO makes sure they get what they need to help their citizens. The WHO gives children medicine to keep them healthy.
All right, so let's think about some reasons that these many groups help around the world. Why do they help out? Well, we know they want to help kids. They want to help kids be healthy. And over here, they talked about how they wanted to help countries that don't have medicine. So let's type that in our assignment. Double click in the box and type when you're ready. Our reasons. One reason is that they want kids to be healthy. Another reason was that they want poor countries to have medicine. So pause this video, type in your answer, and then click play when you're ready to move on. All right, our next main idea says that leaders meet face to face. So let's find some reasons. Wonder why they meet face to face. On pages 20 and 21, meeting one-on-one.
One-on-one. Leaders also meet face to face. This is to help their countries work together to solve problems. Many U.S. presidents have done this. Ronald Reagan met with the head of the Soviet Union. They worked together. They helped build peace. Ronald Reagan meets with the leader of the Soviet Union. Barack Obama works with the leader of Colombia. Barack Obama went to many countries. He met with many of their leaders. These leaders worked with him to try and solve world issues. Barack Obama works with the leader of Colombia.
So can you find the reason why leaders meet face to face? Why is it important for them to meet with one another? It tells us right here.
This is to help their countries work together to solve problems.
So let's
Many
type that
U.S.
in our answer. So the main point is that leaders meet face to face, and some more details about that, or the reason why they do that, is because they want to work together to solve problems. pause the video and click play when you're ready to finish it up. Our last main idea from the story is on page 23. It says, free trade helps countries get the things they need. So let's look for some more details about that or a reason why on page 23.
Global
Free
issue.
trade. Let's start here.
Free trade. Sometimes one country has an item another country wants. For example, what if a country does not grow fruit? What does it do? It can buy fruit from other countries. Free trade can make that happen. Besides food, many other things are traded. Oil, steel, and coal are traded. The World Trade Organization, WTO, makes sure trades are fair. It protects small countries from being bullied by big ones.
So I'm sure you guys can relate to this. We trade to get the things we need. Usually we trade with money. We purchase things. So let's think about why free trade helps countries get the things they need. So free doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to give things to other countries, although sometimes we do. It just means that we are free to trade. We are allowed to trade with other countries. We buy things from them. We sell things to them. So let's think about why we have free trade between countries. Here it says that they need
Besides
things.
food, many other things are traded.
So a country might need something that they don't have. And so free trade allows them to get that. So let's type that in for our reason down here on the assignment. So free trade helps countries get the things they need. And here are some details about that. If a country needs something, but they don't have it, they can trade for it. So it's an example of how the global community can work together to make sure everybody gets what they need. Press pause, and when you're ready, we'll press play and finish the worksheet. So our last main idea says, it is important for countries to solve and avoid problems. Avoid means make sure that they don't happen in the first place. So we can find more information about this on page 26. So let's skip forward.
Diplomacy at work. It is important for countries to solve problems.
There's the
That
main idea.
keeps their citizens safe. World leaders and diplomats must work to make sure this happens. The UN should step in when needed, too. The UN helps keep peace around the world. It also protects people in times of war or disasters. The UN helps people around the world.
So on this page, the author actually came right out and stated her main idea in the first sentence of this paragraph.
It is important for countries to solve problems.
Why?
That keeps their citizens safe.
So now we have a reason for the main idea. Let's type it in the assignment. It's important for countries to solve and avoid problems because it helps citizens to be safe. All right, everyone, great work. Be sure to reread what you typed. Go back to this lesson in the Google Classroom and click Turn In. And again, if you've not read this whole book, please make sure to go back and do that. Good luck.